Today on Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out, we're talking about photographs. Have you been saying that you will go through and declutter your photos and organize them, but it hasn't happened? Are you overwhelmed when you even think about those big boxes of photos? Do you wonder how to digitize photos and other options for photographs? Learn how to declutter and organize your photos as we continue our month focusing on fall. Are you ready to clear your clutter and share your gifts with the world? Every Tuesday at 1 p.m., join me on Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out as I teach you how to navigate the waters to declutter your life, get organized, and become more mindful. I'm an award-winning professional organizer, author, and certified life coach, and I destroy the box and examine clutter in all areas. Every episode, I'll give you take action steps that you can easily apply to your life. Come on, let's get started. Photograph, I gotta have your photograph. Yeah, I'm aging myself here, folks. What can I say? My high school reunion is this year, and lots of 80s music. Today's episode was inspired by my friend who was going through all her photos. She was posting the process on Facebook, and I said to her, I'm going to do an episode on this. It was also inspired by my high school reunion. I have my photographs and mementos down to one box, kids. That includes high school yearbook, only kept the senior one, my junior high yearbook, all photos. One box, and it's not particularly huge. It was also inspired by a client recently, and I did just a little bit of work with her on organizing photos. She still had a lot of work to do, and I was honestly concerned she wouldn't be able to do it. And so it inspired today's episode. But if you're not getting your photos done, I'd encourage you, hire someone. If it's taking up energy and space and you're exhausted and overwhelmed, hire someone and get yourself some help. First, schedule time. This is a huge project to tackle most likely. Most people I deal with have years, I'm talking 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years of stuff, and you most likely have a huge amount of photos. Block out the time to make it happen. Next, begin the process by grouping into smaller piles. Do you want to group by year and month, decade, life stage, event, people? What makes sense to you? When you think about your finished project, how would you like to see them organized? Now that the piles are a little more manageable, do a purge and then do another one. Declutter photos that are blurry, unflattering, or you don't like. If you have duplicates, give them to people that are in the photos, friends, families, kids. You could get creative and use them for holiday cards. Once you have decluttered all your photos and separated into categories that make sense to you, how would you like to organize them? In boxes, frames, albums, go digital? Consider using acid-free archival products and don't forget to label. Protecting photos. Here are some things to think about. Temperature, humidity, and light affect photos. Stash stored photos and albums away from sunlight in cool, dry areas. Hang frame photos on a wall that won't get the direct sunlight, which fades photos quickly. Or use blinds and draperies to control the light. Avoid storing photos in basements or attics where temperatures and humidity fluctuate. Oils on your fingers degrade photos and negatives, so handle them by edges only. For additional protection, wear clean white cotton gloves. Paper clips, rubber bands, glue, and tape shouldn't come in contact with photos unless specifically designed as safe for photos. Plastic pages, bags, and boxes that aren't acid-free might release harmful vapors that permanently damage photos. Safe plastic products include polypropylene, polyethylene, mylar, Tyvek, and cellulose triacetate. Before you buy, check labels on photo boxes, mats, and albums to make sure they're acid-free and photo-safe. Frame photos using acid-free matting materials. Adhesives might chemically interact with images and ruin the photos if you try to remove them from an album at a later date. Use specially made acid-free glue sticks, markers, and corners on your photos. Digital. Go digital. Consider getting rid of paper photos and do digital. Download monthly from your phone or your camera onto your computer. Set up folders or use a photo management program. Delete bad photos and duplicates immediately. Which photos are really great and tell a story, put a smile on your face, and are really wonderful? Remember, if all the photos are great, then none of them are. Make folders to organize. You might want to consider doing the same folders and organizing in the way you've done your paper photos. You can organize chronologically, by theme. You could do by year and month, and then in each month have subfolders. Rename each photo. If you were going to retrieve it, what would you call it? If you color correct, fix red eye, or otherwise edit your images, do that as you rename. Backup. You want to have an external hard drive or a cloud option. Once you've downloaded, delete from your camera or phone. Are you tired of losing money because you aren't organized? Do you show up late because you can't find your keys to quickly get out of the house? Are you living life overwhelmed because you can't easily find what you need when you need it? Would you like to have peace of mind? Go to reawakenyourbrilliance.com to learn how I can support you. How would you like to display digital photos? Would you like to organize them in books that you print, in a rotating frame, a website like SmugMug? Tips for digital photos. Moving forward, create a routine on downloading, printing, and organizing. Check the date and time. Although you may have set the time and date on your camera when you first set it up, when you change the batteries or time zones, these settings can drift over time by minutes or hours. With correct date and time stamps, photos taken at the same time of the same subject will appear next to each other in your photo library, making it easier to browse to find your favorite photos. Turn on GPS. We can forget exactly where a photo was taken. Many digital cameras have a GPS, but leaving it on can drain the battery. If you're going out for a long time, try taking the first couple of photos at your first location with GPS turned on. Then turn it off until you arrive at the next location. Keywords and tags. Be consistent naming and tagging your photos with keywords you'll remember and use. A tag or keyword can be a phrase or single word. Don't skimp when using keywords. Free associate to come up with words that describe your photos. As you get ready to import your photos to your computer, think about the event, the subject, and where the photos were taken. Add multiple keywords by using a comma between keywords in the image tag or keyword entry. Genre. What is the general theme of the photos? People, family, mountains, trees, rivers, city, flowers, birds, clouds, food, holiday, birthday, sports, dance, vacations, travel, concerts, time of day and seasons. Times and seasons can be helpful both as a descriptor and as a way of grouping photos for a period of time. For example, with keywords for winter, summer, spring, or fall. Searching for autumn might bring together photos from the start of school, homecoming, or the pumpkin patch. Specifics. Name the event. Julie's birthday. Emma's soccer tournament. Beach vacation. Max football. Claire play. If you don't take a lot of photos, you might be able to get away with more general keywords. Flowers might pull up only a few dozen photos to look through. The more specific the keyword or tag, the easier it will be to find the exact photo you want. Subject matter. Describe what's in the actual photos. For a party, you might choose games, cake, singing, dancing, selfies. Organize, edit, and share your photos with ease. ACDC, and that's capital ACDSEE 20, is a trusted digital asset management paired with photo editing essentials. It's packed with efficiency-driven tools to help you organize your photos, tweak as needed, and inspire your friends, family, and followers. It takes just a little to make sure your photos look better. Zoner, Zoner, Photo Studio X will help you on the way while also saving you lots of time spent on processing your digital photos. Zoner Photo Studio recognizes the photos in your camera for you and automatically sorts them into folders. If you tell it to, it will also rename them, tag them, and even back them up. It's like your very own photo butler. PaintShop Pro 2018 is your affordable photo editing and graphic design software. Enhance your photos with professional image editing tools. Enjoy a simplified user interface for faster navigation, improvements to your most used tools, and new workspaces to match your level of expertise. Take actions from today's podcast. Set aside time to tackle your photographs. Declutter your photos. Get rid of blurry, unflattering, and uninspiring photos. Have a plan for what you'll do with duplicate photos. Organize photos in a way that makes sense to you. Year, month, stage of life, person, occasion. Decide how you would like to display your photos in books, albums, photo collages. Decide if you would like to use archival quality materials and purchase what you need. Organize digital photos and choose how you would like to display them. On next month's episode, we're talking about physician, heal thyself. Go out, clear the clutter to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire. Go. Are you ready to live a more joyful and fulfilling life? Sign up for our newsletter at reawakenyourbrilliance.com and receive a free copy of 10 Steps to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out. If you enjoyed today's episode, I would love it if you would rate and review the show because it really helps us in the search ranking. See you next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Remember, when you clear your clutter, you can create the life you desire.